You're listening to WayJ, Grand Junction's OG Waylon Jordan, with on-demand content from Town Square Media's 99.9 KEKB in Grand Junction, Colorado. You're listening to WayJ, Grand Junction's OG Waylon Jordan, with on-demand content from Town Square Media's 99.9 KEKB in Grand Junction, Colorado. We have special guests in the studio getting all ready. The Grand Junction Jackalopes. Big things going on. We have very special guest, Michael Tolan, in the studio. How are you today?
Doing great. Happy to be here.
Thank you. And you are the new owner of the Grand Junction. Yes. This is very exciting.
No place to hide.
Right. Well, congratulations.
It's exciting. I've been dreaming about it for a long, long time. And it's great to see it come to fruition.
And we're going to talk about that a little bit. Let's talk about the Jackalopes real quick. What's in store for us?
Well, we start in Grand Junction on June 4th. We have a road trip, and then we come back home on June 4th. And we're excited to say that every night we will have a promotion of one sort or another. We have lots of fun antics up our sleeve for the coming season. And Chris, sitting here with me as the manager of the club, he'll make sure we put a great quality of baseball out on the field. We're going to have a little contest to decide what nickname we want for the Jackalopes, because it's kind of a mouthful, and when you're in a hurry, you might, like a friend of yours, you might want to have one syllable. So we're going to decide if we are the Jakes, the Jacks, or the Lopes. Mick Ritter, our president, will be putting together a contest. We'll do it through internet and other various outlets to get as many fans voting as possible, and then that'll be the official nickname. And our mascot, Jake, obviously has a stake in that. He's got a little identity crisis going, so depending on how it turns out, he might have to change his name.
So when it comes to the fans and tickets, what's in store for them this year? Big announcement here.
Yeah, we just felt like we needed to spread some love and goodwill and good cheer, and what better way to do that than to reduce prices? Where in the world, anywhere, do you see prices going down these days, right?
Nowhere.
Well, we wanted to be the exception to that rule. So we came in and we said we're cutting prices 25%. And that is for all season tickets and individual tickets and across the board with all the different locations. And so there are different ways to redeem that refund, whether it's in getting additional season tickets or turning it in for a concession credit or whatever it is. It is, we think, the best family value in town when you can sit in the best seat in the house for less than $10 a night and see good quality baseball.
Absolutely. And single game tickets, you can get those at gjjackalopes.com. Is that correct?
gjjackalopes.com. We're going to have another little promotion. I kind of love the ring of GJJ. So we're going to have a promotion so that if somebody's initials are GJJ, it's not just George Jones. You got to be George James Jones for it to work, right?
Okay. So now my mother's name was Gloria Jordan, but her middle name was Diane.
Well, if it's worth it to her to go get a name change and have an official document, we'll honor her and give her free tickets.
Okay, a little late in the game, I'm afraid, but anyway, this is very exciting. Now, if I may ask you, and we're all kind of wondering this, Michael Tolan, you're a movie producer, director. You've done directing.
Yes.
Television.
Yes.
Quite frankly, I have your filmography right here. This is 10 pages long.
Don't believe everything you read. Some of it's true, probably.
Okay, but some of your films, we know them backwards and forwards.
Well, okay, I hope you get to know the Jackalopes roster backwards and forwards. Right. In my heart, I'm a baseball guy. A lot of the things I've done, starting with the baseball bunch early in the beginning of my career, we did a Derek Jeter 7-part series on ESPN. We are going to be filming a documentary. This is something we haven't released officially yet because the details are still coming into place. But there is a little confluence of my day job, as I like to say, making movies and documentaries and TV shows. With my new enterprise of helping to run this ball club. So there's going to be a player on the Jackalopes that is let's just call him a special player who has been given a waiver to be a part of the club. Chris is excited because he believes he's going to be a real asset to the club, both on the field and in the clubhouse. As we get closer to the beginning of the season, I'd love to come back and bring him to introduce you to the Jackalopes fan base. So we are sort of combining, church and state and everything all kind of, coming together under the Jackalopes roof.
And so with that, how did you come to Grand Junction? How did we catch your eye?
Well, I was like I said, always dreaming the dream as a baseball guy and thinking about having a team that is in a small town where they really are truly part of the fabric of the community. So I kept my eyes and ears open, and I have a friend named Mike Shapiro, who's the president of the Pioneer League. When the Major League Baseball authorities decided to basically kick out 4 minor leagues from their system, that is to take their affiliation and move them out and make them independent ball clubs. I started to get more interested because I always felt like there'd be more fun to be had running an independent club as opposed to an affiliated club, because we can stir up whatever hijinks we want. So we started kicking the tires, and the Grand Junction Rockies were about to become the Grand Junction Jackalopes. And, sometimes it's just serendipity, right? All these things came together, and we just made it official this spring and came in, reduced the prices to say, here we are, and welcome to the ballpark.
It's going to be a great season with the Grand Junction Jackalopes. Speaking with new owner Michael Tolan. Check out those tickets, single game tickets at gjjackalopes.com. We're speaking with Michael Tolan, the new owner of the Grand Junction Jackalopes. The season's coming up. Get all the info, get tickets, gjjackalopes.com. Looking forward to a big year, a lot of big announcements. What's going on this season?
Well, I guess the first thing, kind of a headline, is that we've reduced prices, so it gets more affordable to get into the ballpark. Every night's going to be a promotion. We're giving away $1 million somethings. We're going to make somebody a millionaire. We're not quite being specific. There may be an asterisk next to that, but there is a make someone a millionaire night at the ballpark. The concessions are upgraded. We're going to have all kinds of new treats. As a native of Philadelphia, we've decided that we're going to serve authentic Philly cheesesteaks. Now, I know they've been on the menu before, but I said you got to have the authentic Amoroso rolls. So we're digging deep. So this year, hopefully, we'll see an upgrade in that area. And Chris Namashu, our manager, is going to upgrade the roster too. It's his second year. He's got a little experience in the Pioneer League. Actually, he's got, I think, 40 years of experience in Colorado baseball. But we did win a championship 2 years ago. We'd like to get back to the winner's circle this year.
As you looked at the Jackalopes before you owned them, may I ask your perception? I know you are a passionate baseball fan. You've been doing this your whole life. As you saw the Jackalopes for the first time, can you describe that for me?
Well, they weren't the Jackalopes yet. We had to rename them. But what I saw was a bucolic ballpark nestled in the mountains with scenic views from all sides of the ballpark. I saw a fan base that is steeped in baseball lore. I saw a league with now 85 years of history, and I just saw fun. I saw an opportunity to do something that is a community-based organization. I'm a baseball guy at heart. I wasn't good enough to play, so this is the second best thing, right?
Okay.
And I also have really believe in giving back. A lot of our TV shows and movies, which is kind of what I do for a living day to day. We try as often as possible to be pro-social, to give back, to have philanthropic efforts connected, and we hope to extend that to the team as well. We're looking around the community for nonprofits that we can align with, bring to the ballpark, help maybe have some benefits and so forth, and really connect the team with the community.
And as the owner of a team, I ask what goes on in your life day to day?
Sure. Well, I have 2 kids, and one of them is actually part of Chris's squad with baseball operations. Lucas is my 25-year-old son who has been steeped in baseball, played with me on travel teams, went to Cooperstown, hit an opposite field homer on an 0-2 pitch. Chris?
Nice.
It was a nice shot. We got the ball. And I guess he maybe shared my dream to be a part of this. So to have my son embedded into the Jackalope community is an extra treat.
Okay, so this is going to be a fantastic season, and you've probably already heard, but I'll say it again. Tickets discounted. The league announced 25% reduction in ticket prices. You can get those tickets now. gjjackalopes.com. That's gjjackalopes.com. In the studio with Michael Tolan, the new owner of the Grand Junction Jackalopes. Getting ready for a big season, discounted ticket prices, so much more going on. gjjackalopes.com. Now, as I look at your background, first of all, you are passionate about baseball. I gather you have been since day one. Is that correct?
As long as I can remember.
Your father was an athlete?
He was a left-handed pitcher for Haverford College, who ended up in the Haverford Hall of Fame as both a pitcher and a three-point, well, there was no three-point line, as he reminds me. He was a two-handed set shooter for the Haverford College Fords.
Okay, and then with your children, your son is with the Jackalopes, is that right?
Yeah, Lucas will be part of the baseball operations for the Jackalopes, and he was a pitcher. He had a little arm surgery at I think, about 13 or 14, which ended his pitching career early, and then he started hitting a golf ball, which he does pretty well. Competes with our club president, Mick Ritter. I'm not sure he does that well in the competition. But yeah, we've been Philly fans our whole life, full disclosure, but now we're primarily Jackalope fans.
Right, you're the new owner of the Grand Junction Jackalopes. Now, looking back over your career, you are a producer, a film and television producer, at times director. One film, if I can bring it up, Varsity Blues, which, by the way, happy anniversary, 25th anniversary of that film.
Thank you, yeah.
So your filmography is extraordinary, and I'm sorry I keep bringing this up. I'm going to flip through this thing. This is pages and pages, and I recognize all of this.
Wow. Well, it's a lot of sports films. We like to say we like telling stories with happy endings. We like stories that are inspirational, stories where people overcome obstacles. If I was asked, which I often am, like, what are my favorites? I would pick one movie and one documentary. The movie would be Radio, which is set in South Carolina with Ed Harris and Deborah Winger and Cuba Gooding, and it's really about a young man with disadvantages and a town that embraces him and allows him to lead a life with dignity and joy. And on the documentary side, I would say would probably be Chasing the Dream, which was a story about Hank Aaron and how he fought for civil rights and social justice along with trying to break the most hallowed record in American sports, the Babe Ruth's home run record.
See, so when your passion for sports goes just beyond stats and such, you're getting into the social conscience.
Well, that's what's attractive about being a part of the Jackalopes on a small town relative to Los Angeles and New York and Philadelphia, a small town basis where the team is really ingrained in the fabric of the community, which is one of our big goals this year, is to just deepen that relationship.
Excellent. So this is Michael Tolan, the new owner of the Grand Junction Jackalopes. For this season, you're discounting prices. What's going on?
Why not? What better way to deepen that relationship than to make it easier to come and leave some extra dough for the hot dogs and the cheesesteaks and the beer. We want it to be affordable. We want the full families to come. We want people to experience all the promotions that we have and all the opportunities for concession. We want people walking around town wearing Jackalopes merchandise, sweatshirts and hats, and it's we want this to feel like their team. We want people to really be proud of the Jackalopes and embrace what we got going on.
So when it comes to ticket packages, what are you offering?
We're offering, as you said, 25% discount, season tickets, individual game tickets. I think you have the address for sending in applications.
I do, gjjackalopes.com.
We love it, GJ Jackalopes. And we're going to have a little contest to figure out what's the best nickname for the Jackalopes, right? Okay. There are three choices. We're gonna put it out there that it could be Jakes, Jacks, or Lopes, and we'll let the fans decide. And you got a choice? What do you think?
I liked
Jakes, Jacks, or Lopes.
I like Jakes.
Okay. Now, that's the incumbent. That's where we stand now. Okay. We have uniforms that say Jakes. The mascot is named Jake, but he's in jeopardy a little bit with having to be renamed.
Right, but you're okay no matter which way this goes. You're putting it to the public.
We are. We're going to let the fans speak.
Okay, so I encourage everyone. We're talking about baseball. You and the family at these incredibly affordable prices. The only thing I can think of in the last 4 years where the price has gone down. Matter of fact, the only thing I think of, the price hasn't doubled. You're going the other way. 25% off on tickets. This is you this summer with your family enjoying baseball. Blocks.
Last year we had speaking of down, what we like to see going up is our batting averages and our win count. Last year we had a walk-off homer in one 22-20, right?
Correct.
That was amazing. I happened to be in the broadcast booth doing a little color commentary with Ethan. That's the kind of magic that happens at Simplesio Field.
Right. So when it comes to that magic, you as the owner, can you sit there and watch the Jackalopes objectively, I'm going to say, and just enjoy
not objectively like it's okay if we lose.
Well, no.
But objectively as to, how the product is and how the experience is. I'll be walking around and, getting a sense of, how people are enjoying the food and the beverage and how they feel like their seats are and how they feel like, the music. And, the great thing about a baseball game is there's a break every half inning. So you really have 9 innings of baseball and you have 17 or 18 one-act plays going on between innings, right?
Right. But as an owner, I mean, you can enjoy it on that level, just walk around and enjoy? I'd be a nervous wreck is what I'm saying.
Well, I guess I will be. Certainly butterflies if it's a close game getting down to the wire, and hoping Chris has a good closer up his sleeve that we can rely on coming out of the bullpen.
Yeah,
okay.
Me too.
And Chris, if you can just give me some highlights of what you're seeing for the upcoming season.
Just, looking forward to year number 2 for me in this league, and taking the experiences that I had last year and trying to be a better version of what I was last year. And I have a little bit of a leg up on the way that it was last year. I inherited the roster last year. I didn't really have a whole lot to do with the roster that was given to me when I took over the job. And this year, I've been the one that's been the driving force behind putting this team together. So I'm excited about the guys that we've got coming in, and I hope we can do a lot of the same things that we did last year, just a little better.
So everything we've talked about today, from the upcoming season, the new ownership, reduced ticket prices, and just good family fun, I'm excited. I'm beyond excited about this next season with the Grand Junction Jackalopes. I appreciate everybody joining me today. Thank you for coming in. And please go get your tickets now. They're available now. GJJackalopes.com. That's GJJackalopes.com. It's going to be another great year for the Grand Junction Jackalopes. Get your tickets right now, GJJackalopes.com. We have 2 special guests in the studio. Can I start over here? Could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, Chris Nobbenshoe. I'm the manager of the Jackalopes.
And right here?
Mick Ritter, the president of the Jackalopes.
The first game is away, then we're back in town. What is going on with the new season? How are things looking?
Yeah, so you said it right. First game road trip May 20th in Boise, and then we start June 4th back at home. We're excited for a lot of new promotions that we're going to do. On a nightly basis, we're going to have something different. We have a lot of fun promotions. We're going to make a lucky fan a millionaire in some sort. Then we have rodeo nights. We've got Hawaiian night. We've got all kinds of different promotions that we have running every single night.
And before the year's over, 3 fireworks shows. Is that right?
3 fireworks shows, June 7th, July 4th, and August 9th.
Outstanding. Get more information, get tickets, GJJackalopes.com. Now, Chris, when it comes to the team, what's going on?
Right now, we have 31 players that are coming in for spring training. We get ready to evaluate those guys. We need to have our team put together by May 20th, when we head out on the road for 2 weeks. And that process will be taking place over the next 10 days.
All right. Now, a handful of promotions are going on. First of all, the big announcement, the big media release, 25% reduction in ticket price. So what brought that about, and how do we take advantage of it?
Yeah, so we decided with the new owner of Mike Tolan taking over the team, we got together and decided that with everything going up, we felt that it was necessary for the community in Grand Junction for our prices to go down. Like you said, 25% off. We've got season tickets. We've got single game tickets. Everything's available as of right now.
So you have, for example, the Red Rock Diamond Club, the Home Plate Club, and Reserve. So different levels of tickets, all discounted. Is that right?
Yep, all of them are discounted from season tickets to single game tickets.
GJJackalopes.com for tickets. You also have a new owner, Michael Tolan. Come in. Lifelong sports fan from Pennsylvania, bringing some Philly this way. What's happening there?
Yeah, so we're excited. Mike, we've sold Philly cheesesteaks, but he is very adamant about us having the correct rolls, and we're going to go that direction. So we will have authentic Philadelphia cheesesteak sandwiches at the stadium this year, along with a lot of different other concession items that we're going to be releasing here soon. That's something that we wanted to do, was revamp the concessions and get the prices right and give somebody's families new experiences at the ballpark.
So, for example, new Jackalopes gear.
Yeah, new Jackalopes merchandise. Those will be coming here soon. So, June 4th, they'll be ready to go. Opening day, we'll have new merchandise, new concession items, new players, a whole new experience.
They have a brand new owner, Mike Tolan. Now, I tell you right now, you have seen many of his films, producer, director, a lot of them. I guarantee that. I encourage you to get a little more information about the new owner, but please get tickets now for the Grand Junction Jackalopes. The season is close at hand. Get those tickets at GJJackalopes.com. That's GJJackalopes, JACKALOPES.com. Get the tickets now.